This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Pioneer Curious. Didn't have my screen recorder set up, so we're joining after I mulligan to 6 with no lands and a bunch of dragons, essentially. I feel like our Magda is going to die. We could run it out there. My experience. Okay, so what we're playing, let's talk about that first. We're playing Magda the Hoardmaster and Rakdos Dragons in Pioneer. And as I've played Magda in various formats and various builds, I've learned that playing her on turn 2 is usually not a recipe for success. You often want to play her on turn 5 or 6 when you already have some treasures. Opponent's got a good start, double burning tree and 2. So now we're left another triple burning tree. Okay, maybe we should play the Magda. So we could take one, or we can play the Magda in a fatal push. So that's what I'm trying to decide right now. I think we're gonna just take a turn off, unfortunately. Probably should have played that Technuma then, huh? Alright, Goldspan. So we're under a lot of pressure already. We're under so much pressure that if we can, well, we're going to get a treasure token. But no matter what, I think we might just run out this deck and a dragon to block. And to Stingerback Terror to block. I mean, honestly, we're going to be taking a pretty big hit, 2, 4, 6 at the very least, assuming our opponent has no follow-up play. Yeah, this would have been a matchup where we probably could have run out the Magda, to be honest, given that what our opponent did. But who knows? They were holding up one red. They could have easily just played a burn spell. So we're gonna take a hit. Looks like we're we just really want to make land drops. If we draw another kill spell, it's not the best in the world because of how much pressure our opponent's putting us under. We could theoretically I don't even know. I'm just trying to I think we probably want to take what do we do? I mean, this isn't ideal, but I'm going to trust that we're going to make some land drops. Embercleave. Very nice. Very nice indeed. All right, so now we're going to take some even bigger hit. But I think that was the right call to protect our life total. Land, please. Okay, need to be more specific next time, apparently. See a land, hopefully. Okay, well, it's a land. It happens to be shock land, which is not great, but we're in the stage of we just want to play blockers. We're gonna hopefully stay alive, essentially. We want to block this double striking burning tree, and then follow that up with a Stingerback Terror. That's a 6/6, and hopefully be alive. That's our plan. And hopefully they don't have another Embercleave, which it looks like they do. Some sort of kill spell, stomp, sure. Opponent's got the combat tricks too. Good for them. So yeah, we're under too much pressure now. I don't think we're going to live. I think we're going to end up taking almost lethal. And we can have a blocker, but then we're taking 4 and dying. So yeah. Alright, GG's mono red. We had a slow start with 1 removal spell with we had our top end, which was great. So if we put that ship that, we would have been able to go for the throat, and that still wouldn't have been enough. Okay, so we bring in Brotherhood's End. Hello. And then we could try Crux of Fate, but they have such a fast start. I think we kind of just want more removal to stay alive. Fable seems really slow. Maybe get rid of 1 Cold Span. I mean, Unlicensed Hearse is kind of a dead card. We still want to be able to use it to trigger Magda to get treasure tokens. This could be a game where we just take out the Magdas, but. Alright, so we kind of want to see a hand like we did before, with 3 lands, but instead of dragons, just kill spells. We had a Magda, a Fatal Push, 2 Thought Seizes. That's rough. We're going to keep it though. I mean, I'd rather this be 2 Fatal Pushes, but since we have a Thought, I mean, we're going to hurt ourselves in the process, but. It's going to hurt. But if we take an Embercleave, I mean, our opponent had triple Burning Tree Emissary into Embercleave. There are a lot of decks that are not going to keep up with that, and we were close to stabilizing it had they just been, I don't know what they could have missed, but had they have 1 less thing kind of thing, or if we'd had 1 more removal spell. We are waiting on our opponent to decide to mulligan. They keep 7. It's pretty bad for us. Thoughtseize, taking, they have the 1 lander, so that's what they're trying to decide. I mean, we don't really want them to play any of this, so Spikefield Hazard is something that keeps them on, I guess keeps them on track to cast something. They play this turn 1. Turn 2, Burning Tree into Treausre. I don't know what to do. I mean, I think we're going to end up Thought Seizing the Bone Crusher and the Treausre, or the Burning Tree. I think we're going to go Burning Tree. The Treausre we can kill before it attacks, so they won't get the value out of it. So they're not getting 2 bodies for that, where they're going to get 2 bodies with Burning Tree. But, I mean, we need to hit another red source. So, Burning Tree down. They have 3 damage here. And then now they're trying to see based on what they drew, if they're going to run off a Spikefield Hazard or not. I have a feeling they're going to. If they hit a land, obviously not. Spikefield Hazard, if they did not make a land, I assume is what they're going to play. You're going to start chipping in some damage. That's acceptable. Fanatical Firebrand. Unlicensed Hearse. It's not bad, I guess. We would have rather have seen a land. So now this lets their Spikefield come into play untapped. So we're going to take the Thoughtseize. Monastery Swift Spear, bad for us. Bone Crusher Giant, bad for us. Some of this is just what's going to hurt us. Early versus late, right? That's what we're trying to decide. Oh, I guess it doesn't. Comes into play on tap. There's the Swift Spear. Do we fatal push knowing that they have this? We need to find an answer for this. I mean, we're just going to try to keep our life total high, which we've not done a good job of since we've cast Thought Seizes. We would like to hit. Yes, that is a good draw for us. But we're gonna just not really. I'm not feeling great where we're at right now, to be honest. Too much. I mean, opponent's got 3 cards in hand. 1 is unknown. We're at 14. We don't have an answer for this that can make this monkey. But I guess that's not the end of the world if we can play Natsushi and block. We can also. Alright, well, looks like they're going to just play it. Attack, then play the 1-3 later. So you'd love to draw, like, they're going to run this thing out. Just Brotherhood's End would be good. Then the kill spell would be fine. We know about the lightning strike, right? So that, oh, not another land. So that, I should have exiled. So I've put this in over Agatha Soul Cauldron. So right now they can just deal 1 damage to this and then lightning strike it. But I guess if we end up getting a bunch of cards. So the problem right now is I should have exiled the 2 creatures, and this would have been a 2/2. And then we could theoretically, I guess it has menace. I was gonna say we could, when they go to kill this, which they will before combat, tap it, fire this up, have a chump blocker. I don't know if that's what we want to do. All right, opponent, you have 4 cards in hand. Well, 1 is a lightning strike. I'm gonna go to combat. Can we get a monkey? We are going to go and block. They're going to sack and then lightning strike, I assume. Oh, they do a stomp. Oh, nice for them. All right. I'm gonna have to pause the recording for a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My friend who helps me with my website is he's doing something for me, and I had to send him some. That's something that I got emailed. All right, well. We are now looking to. Hey, is this till my end step? Hold on. Till the end of your next turn. Yep. All right. Well, so much for force their hand here, I guess. And they just did F6 anyway. All right. Well, that's not ideal if they draw a land because they can get this Bone Crusher Giant out. But at this point, like they've hit so many non-lands. We really need a threat, like a dragon, obviously. Decadent Dragon might be our best because we can cast it, fire up the Unlicensed Hearse. Magda would be fine too because we could cast it, fire up the Unlicensed Hearse, and then play with fire. Okay. At 1/3, man. Opponent's struggling on land. If we can't close this game out, it's going to be because of bad luck. There's a dragon, so that's really helpful for us. Alright, well, I mean, they got this menace is a problem. Find their land, so now they have Bone Crusher Giant coming. Are they going to attack? I mean, they have menace, so... Why can't I fire up the... Why can't I crew this? Is it only by, At this point, I'm okay with it dying if it takes a lightning strike out of our opponent's hand, because yes, we have to play with fire, but we'd rather just see 2 more cards. But I thought I could crew and block. Is crew only a sorcerer speed? Another Bone Crusher Giant. Whew. Alright, opponent. Good for you. I mean, they have missed lands. When you miss lands, you draw an action. Go for the throat and a land. Okay. So we will... Should have done the unlicensed hearse. Go for the throat, we'll put on top. Plot and go for the throat. Is that where we're at? Or do we want to just go ahead and cast the stinger back? Again, I missed this trigger, so I mean, we have to use this before our turn's up. All right. Our opponent, man, playing through their land problems, but with a lot of interaction / threats. I mean, Bone Crusher coming down, it's going to hurt. Yep, that's fine. A lot of value out of this unlicensed hearse is kind of showing off its worth compared to back at the Soul Cauldron, right? So we take 2. We could just start attacking, right? I guess I have to make it a creature before combat. Is that how that works? So this is now a... Alright, so we're going to crew. That's the first time I've ever done crew in online. We got to start pressuring our opponent's life total. This at least, what it does for us, I think, is puts us in a position where if we draw a dragon, that they're almost dead, and that they're going to end up being almost very much dead. So especially if they just go stomp Bone Crusher Giant. We're going to go to 9 when we kill this thing. And they have 1 lightning strike we know about. That puts us at 6. We really need 1 dragon here. Well, we just need dragons for days, really. But here comes the next one. So if we put our opponent to 12 on their instep and scry, this makes this a 7/7 plus a 4/4 is an 11/11. That's not going to kill them. I mean, we'll put it very close, though. Alternatively, they attack for 4 plus a lightning strike, and we're dead. So we're going to need... We really just need a kill spell. So I don't know if we want to... We just need a kill spell. So what do we want to scry for? Do we want to scry at all? I think we're going to scry for a kill spell or a dragon. Land on the bottom. Dragon or kill spell, and it's another land. So if we take 4, that puts us to 5. And that puts us to very close to dead from lightning strikes. So you know they have the 1. So 2 lightning strikes and we're dead. Do we go for it or do we try to fade a draw? I think we have to fade the draw. Or sorry, we have to just wait. We have to be patient. They can't attack profitably. We're gonna give it. We can just be patient. That does let them accumulate burn spells, but a 7/7 is gonna be hard to kill. I think. Well, they can fire up this Den of the Bugbear though. We may have regretted that attack, but that land means they would have attacked for 4, 7, 8, down to 1, and we'd most certainly be dead at that. Then we'd be drawing dead. If we had attacked, no, I don't know. They've been at 5. Maybe we should have attacked. Here comes. Okay, another threat for them. I think patience might not have been our proper play that turn because patience, it's possible, is what's going to. If we had not been patient, we might have gotten there. But who knows? We know they have a lightning strike. So come on, dragon or kill spell. There's a dragon and a decadent and a expensive taste. That's a good draw. Maybe we'll get paid up. Maybe we'll get rewarded for our patience. Oh man, look at that Embercleave. Costs a total of 6. Embercleave enters, attach it to target creature you control. Quick creature +1/+1 has double strike and trample. Costs 1 less for each attacking creature you control. The source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls that deals that much damage +2 instead. So we would hit him for 9. Okay, well, I think what we're going to end up having to do here is play the Decadent Dragon. We could tap. Let's see if we tap, and this is now it's huge. They'd have to block. So if we go for it, they'll end up taking 7 and blocking here, I think. And then we take on the backswing 4, 7, 8, and then there's just so much damage there. I think we're gonna have to wait. I mean, I think it's risky. Forcing blocks at our opponent being at 12 when we have the win on line next turn. Lightning strike us, yeah. To 6. All right, this is the game. Do they find an answer? 2 cards in hand. Is one of them an Embercleave? Six, they can fire that up and then hit us down to 2. I think we'll try to keep this alive for the Embercleave damage. And then kill him dead if we survive this turn. We've been on the play both games too, so if we do get this game, our opponent being on the play is going to be scary. We've slogged through a lot. Opponents miss land drops. They're due to make lands. See if they've made some land drops now. So they're just going to go in for the attack. They can cast an Embercleave, giving this double strike. That would then, if they get double strike, they hit us for 4, down to 2. Or we can block here. I hope they don't have double strike. All right, well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I can crew anymore though. So if we go here and we go here, a double striker does 4 to us down to 2 and we die. If we go here and here, a double striker hits us to 1. I mean, all right. If they have it, they have it. I think I have to go for the win at this point, and our win is Ambercleave, sure. So they're gonna go Ambercleave on that. Attach it to the Bone Crusher. Hit us to 2, but 2 is not dead. What? I guess +1/+1. Faulty math. Our edition of Pioneer Curious. Thanks for watching. This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. If you haven't already, please check out my website where you can read about my various commander brews, watch gameplay of my modern jank, and read my science fiction fantasy novel, The Podkind, that I'm publishing serially. And if you enjoy my content, please check me out on YouTube, Johnny Cycles. Click that subscribe button. Everybody counts. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one.